Good morning, class. So, till yesterday we have done how to find the area of a triangle using determinants. We have also done the proper find the determinant using properties and simply how we can find determinant by expanding it through any row or column. Now we'll calculate. We will find what is minor and cofactor. So just see minor. Minor is what? Minor of an element is a determinant obtained by deleting the ith row and the jth column in which the element lies. Means what? Minor of an element is what? Of that element. Minor of that element means what? Um, leaving the row and the column in which the element lies, whatever is left, whether the determinant is left or the element is left, that is called the minor. Clear? Like if it is a 2 by 2 matrices, I'll give you an example: 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if I ask you, what is this is A11, your A11 first element is 1, this is A11, and this is A12, this is A21, A22, as it is a 2 by 2 matrices. Clear? Now, if A11 is 1, then M11 will be equal to what? Leaving the row and the column in which this 1 lies. Which row it is? This row and this column where 1 lies. So what is left with us is 4. So M11 will be equal to 4. So in a 2 by 2 matrices, we can directly find the minor. But if we are having a 3 by 3 matrices, like if you are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now just see how can you find the minus. Just see if you are having A11. Just see what is A11 again. A11 is 1. Now leaving that particular column where 1 lies and leaving that particular row where 1 lies, what we are left with? We are left with 4 elements: 5, 6, 8, and 9. Yeah, we are left with 5, 6, 8, and 9, 4 elements. So M11 will be equal to what? M11 will be equal to a determinant 5, 6, 8, 9. You all know how to calculate 2 by 2 determinant. It will be equal to 5 9s are 45 minus 6 8s are 48, that is equal to minus 3. Clear? So your M11 will be equal to minus 3. So I explained you how can you calculate minor using the determinant in a 3 by 3 matrices. If you're having a 2 by 2 matrices, you can directly find the minor. Clear? That's what it is written. Minor of an element is a determinant obtained by deleting the ith row and the jth column in which the element lies. So if we leave that particular row and column in which that element lies, we can find the minor of that particular element. Clear? Now, what is cofactor? Let's see. What is cofactor? Cofactor of an element of a determinant is denoted by either Aij or Cij. We generally denote it by Cij. It is not incorrect if you denote it by Aij also. Why we do it? Because we generally denote elements by A11 and then cofactor by A11. Then there will be a confusion when you speak A11, A11. We cannot speak small A11, capital A11 is cofactor, small A11 is element. That's why we used to take it as C11. And by the name itself, C stands for cofactor. It becomes very easy. Yeah. So cofactor of an element of Aij of a determinant is denoted by Aij or Cij is defined as Aij minus 1 to the power of 1 plus 1 Mij. So it is what? Minus 1 to the power of whatever, like C11 you are calculating. So it will be minus 1 to the power of I plus j, that is equal to 2 times M11. So if you know how to calculate M11, it is very easy to calculate cofactors. Clear? So minus and cofactors, I think so it must be clear. Then also I will explain you, like if we are having a 2 by 2 matrices, 1, 2, 3, 4. Clear? Then C11 cofactor will be equal to what? Minus 1 to the power of 1 plus 1 I plus j, that is 2 times M11. Now what is M11? This is your element A11. So where this element lies, in this column and in this row. So leaving these things, what we are left with? 4. So M11 will be equal to what? 4. So minus 1 square times 4. You know that minus 1 square is 1 into 4. That is equal to what? 4. Yeah. Same way you can calculate the cofactor of any element. And you have to, if it is written in a question that find the cofactors, then find the cofactors of particular cofactor. That depends on the question. If it is written find all the cofactors, you have to find the cofactors of all the 9 elements. Yeah. Now we'll do some question based on it, then it will be more clear to you. Yeah. This is only explain. One more thing I will tell you. Just see determinant of any determinant. How can you calculate? Either by expanding, or if you know the cofactors and the minors, then also you can calculate it here directly. Just see a11 times m11 minus a12 times m12 plus a13 times m13, or a11 times a11 cofactor minus a12 times a12 next cofactor, and a13 times capital A13. Clear? So it is one and the same thing. If you are not getting, just I will explain you. Just see when we are expanding it with minors, just see along the first row. If I'm expanding the determinant along the first row, just see first element is what a11, clear, a11. Then leaving this row and this column, we are left with what, a22. Yeah, a22, what is it? This is what, m11 only. Yeah, this is what, this one is what, a11 only. What we are left with, we are left with 4 elements. These 4 elements are what, m11, so it is written m11. Next, just see, next is element a12, so what it will come, minus sign, because I have already told you when we are expanding it, we see this I and j, the sum of I and j, minus 1 to the power of, always we see minus 1 to the power of I plus j. So now just see in a11 it was 1 plus 1, that is equal to 1, positive 1, but in case of a12 it is what, minus 1 to the power of 1 plus 2, that is 3, that is equal to minus 1. That's why the sign minus has come. So here you are having minus 1 a12 times a12. Now leaving this row, sorry, the column and this row, what we are left with, just see, we are left with a determinant a21, a23, a21, a23, a31, a33. Yeah, we are left with this. So this is called what? Again m12 minor. Then next one is what? a13. Why it will be positive? Why it is positive? Because 1 plus 3 is what? 4, minus 1 to the power of 4 is what? 1. So it positive sign will come. Then a13 multiplied by, again leave this row and this column. You are left with what? This one is what? m13. This determinant is what? m13. Yeah. Same way, if you're talking about cofactors, it will come same way as it is. Yeah. Next, just come to the question, then you will understand in a better way. Just see, if you have to find the minor, uh, if you have to find the minors and cofactors, how can you find the minors and cofactor? The question is find the minors and cofactor in both the question. So we'll do first part, second part you can do it by yourself. Just see, m11, this is your element a11. So what will be m11? Leaving this column and this row in which this element lies, what we are left with, 3. So 3 will be m11. Then what is a12? A12 is what? Minus 4. A12 is what? Minus 4. Now where does minus 4 lie? In this row and in this column. So what we are left with? We are left with 0. So m12 is what? 0. Clear? Then next element is 0. Where this element 0 lies? In this particular column and in this particular row. So what we are left with? Minus 4. So minus 4 will be the element now. Clear? Then last element 3, a, what this element is? A22. Now where this element 3 lies? In this particular row and in this particular column. So what we are left with? We are left with only one element 2. So m22 will be equal to 2. These are what? Minus. Now I told you cofactors. Cofactor C11 will be equal to what? Minus 1 to the power of 1 plus 1. That is 2 times m1. Now minus 1 square is what? Plus 1 only. Clear? Times m11. The value of m11 we have calculated earlier only, into 3. So plus 1 into 3 is what? 3 only. So your C11, or you write A11 is what? 3 only. Then C12. C12 will be equal to what? Minus 1 to the power of 1 plus 2, that is 3 times m12. So minus 1 to the power of 3 is what? Minus 1 times m12. The value of m12 is what? 0. So minus 1 into 0 is what? Minus 1 times 0 is what? 0. So you got a12 as 0. Clear? Then next is a21. So a21 is equal to, you can write it as c21 also, is equal to minus 1 to the power of 2 plus 1, that is equal to 3 times m21. So it is equal to minus 1 times m21. What is m21? Minus 4 into minus 4. That will be equal to what? 4. So you can just see a21 is equal to 4. Clear? Then next one, a22 or c22. c22 will be equal to minus 1 to the power of 2 plus 2. This is 2 plus 2, 4 multiplied by m22, which is equal to minus 1 to the power of 4 will be plus 1. m22, the value of m22 is equal to 2. So plus 1 into 2 will be equal to 2. So your answer of a22 is what? 2. Clear? Same way, the next part, you can do it by yourself, A, B, C, D. In 2 by 2 matrix, it's directly you can write m11, m12. Clear? When you will practice, there will no need to calculate. Then come to the next question. Now they're saying we find the determinant. In this question, what they're saying, using cofactors of elements of second row, evaluate determinant. So what we have to calculate, we have to calculate the value of the determinant. Now value of the determinant you have already studied in the, exercise 3.1. How can we calculate? Along any row or any column, we can expand it. But what they are saying, just read the question carefully. They are saying using cofactors of the element of second row. So we have to use expand it along the second row first of all. And just now before this only, I have explained you, if you are having minus given, then how can you find the determinant? If you have the cofactors, then how can you find the determinant? So same way, if your determinant is this, first we will calculate what? We will calculate the cofactors. We will calculate the cofactors. Cofactors. How can we calculate the cofactors? Like this a21. A21 will be equal to what? A21 will be, because second row, we are talking about second row. So I will explain you again. A21, as we have to expand it along the second row. First element is what? 2. 2 multiplied by, we have written, just see, 2 multiplied by, leaving the column in which 2 lies, leaving the row in which 2 lies, what we are left with? 3 3s are 9 minus 8 2s are 16. Clear? Is that clear? So your, this will be what? This will be what? 2 times, just see, 2 times 3 3s are 9 minus 8 2s are 16. And what sign will come? Just see a21. This is what? This is a21 is equal to 2. So we will have minus 1 to the power of, minus 1 to the power of 2 plus 1. So this will be equal to, this value will be equal to minus 1 to the power of 3 is minus 1. Minus 1 into 2 will be what? 2 only. Yeah, 9 minus 16. Now 2 we will not multiply. Actually, we are just expanding it along this row. If you want to use this, use it. What was written? Just see what was written. A21 multiplied by C21. Clear? Then next will be what? A22 plus A22 multiplied by C22 plus A23 multiplied by C2. Yeah. So we will calculate one by one. So what was A21? A21 is what? 2. What is C21? C21. Leaving this column and this row, we are left with 3 3s are 9. 9 minus 8 2s are 16. 9 minus 16. So it will be equal to what? Minus 7. Why it is minus 7? Clear? Minus 7. And then we all know we have to also write minus 1 to the power of, for cofactors, minus 1 to the power of 2 plus 1 3. Yeah, so it will be equal to what? Then plus sign will come. Yeah, right. Then next is plus, you will calculate a22 is what? Now I'll clear this up so that things will be more clear. Now here A22 is what? 0. Now 0 multiplied by anything, leaving this row and this column, we are left with 5 3s are 15 minus 8, 15 minus 5 3s are 15 minus 8, 15 minus 8 is 7, but 0 into 7 will be, and minus 1 to the power of, minus 1 to the power of 4 will be what? Minus 1 to the power of 4 will be plus 1. So I'm not writing, there's no need actually. When 0 is multiplied by any number, we don't have to write it even. Then next, plus times. Just see, next is what? What is your A23? Your A23 is the element 1. So 1 multiplied by minus 1 to the power of C23 will be what? 2 plus 3, 5 multiplied by M1, M23. So leaving this column and this row, we are left with what? 5 2s are 10, 10 minus 3, that is equal to 7. So your answer will be 2 into minus 1 to the power of 3, what would be minus 1? 2 into minus 7, minus 14, then minus 1 to the power of 5, again minus 7. Yeah, that will be equal to minus 21. Yeah. This way we will calculate the determinant using cofactors. Okay, we have done some mistake. Wait a minute. It was A21 was 2. A21 is equal to 2. C21 will be equal to what? Minus 1 to the power of 2 plus 1, 3 into 3 3s are 9 minus 8 2s are 16. 9 minus 16. So it is equal to 9 minus 16 is, this will be minus 1 into minus 7, that is equal to plus 7, and we have taken it as minus 7. So keep this thing in mind, that mistake I have done. So it will be, the first term will be what? 7 2s are 14, and the second term was minus 7 only. So 14 minus 7, the answer will be 7. And the second term we will not do it because it is in second term what we are having, 0 multiplied by any number will give you 0. Clear? Then next question, come to the next question. Okay. Before that, before starting the next thing, you should know what is singular and non-singular matrix. If you remember, when we were doing types of matrices, that time I told you that matrices are of different types. That time I was having this thing also there, singular and non-singular matrices, and I told you when we will do determinants, then I will explain you the meaning of singular and non-singular matrices. So now, as you know the value of determinant, now you know how to calculate determinant. Now you can understand the meaning of singular and non-singular matrices. So if your value of determinant is not equal to 0, then it is a non-singular matrix. But if your value of determinant is equal to 0, then we call it as a singular matrix. Yeah, singular matrix. Yeah. So if your value of determinant it depends upon singular or non-singular, whether the value of determinant is 0 or non-zero. So if it is 0, then we call it as singular matrix. If it is not equal to 0, then it is a non-singular matrix. Clear? That is only explained. If it is not equal to 0, it is a non-singular matrix. If it is equal to 0, it is a singular matrix. Clear? Some more things you should know. Just see, if A and B are non-singular matrix of the same order. If you are having two matrices A and B of the same order and they both are non-singular, then AB and BA are also non-singular matrices of the same order. Clear? So अगर आपका A और B दो matrices हैं, they are non-singular. Non-singular means if their determinant, the value of determinant is not equal to 0, then you can say that AB and BA, the multiplication of these two matrices in any order will also be a non-singular matrices of the same order. Okay. Then they are saying if you have to find the determinant of product of two matrices, if you are having a matrices A and a matrices B, and you have to find the determinant of AB, so you can get it as you can find the determinant of A first and the determinant of B, and you can multiply them. So this is again correct. Yeah. Then comes the adjoint of a matrices. This is very important because it will help you in finding the inverse of the matrices. Like you have already, I have explained you what is inverse of matrices and how can you find inverse using transformations. But here I will explain you how to find inverse using adjoint. Yeah. So first you should know how to calculate adjoint. What is adjoint? So adjoint of a matrix is what? The adjoint of a square matrix A is the transpose of the matrix which is obtained by cofactors of each element of the determinant corresponding to that given matrix. It is denoted by adjoint of A. Clear? If it is not clear, then I will explain you. If you have a matrices A given by, or a determinant A given by, suppose we are talking about determinant of A given by 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 4, 3, 5, 6, any determinant you can take. So your adjoint of A will be equal to what? This is your element A11, cofactors C11, C12, C13. You will find all the cofactors, all 9 cofactors, C21, C22, C23, then C31, C32, C33. You will find all the cofactors, and then after finding all the cofactors, what you will do? After finding all the cofactors, you will take the transpose of this matrices. After taking the cofactors of this matrices, what you will do? You will take the transpose. Transpose, if you remember, changing this row to column, and then this next row to the second column. This R1 will change to C1, R2 will change to C2, and R3 will change to C3. R3 will change to this R3 will change to C3. Yeah, that is called the adjoint of A. Yeah. Then comes the properties of adjoint of a matrices. So just see what we are having. A into adjoint of A is equal to adjoint of A into A multiplied by determinant of A into identity matrices. This is a property, and we will prove this property using an example. Yeah, we will prove this property. Just see what it is. A matrices multiplied by adjoint of A. As A is a matrices, adjoint of A is also a matrices. It is equal to determinant of A into identity matrix of the same order as the A matrices. Yeah. So you can see that any matrices you are having, just don't get confused with नाम ने matrix बोला कभी determinant कब बोलते हैं? जब बस ये sign change रहता है. When we are putting elements in this bracket, it is matrix. If we are putting it in this one, then it is what? Determinant. The same thing. Now A is a matrix, so any matrix can be converted into determinant form. Only we will change the symbol, and then we can calculate the determinant value. Not any matrix, a square matrix, because you can find the determinant of only a square matrix. Now this is a property, like if you multiply two matrices, like A is a matrix, adjoint of A is again a matrix. So if you will multiply two of these matrices, you will get what? And determinant times determinant of that matrices times identity matrices. You all know identity matrices is what? Of a order 3 by 3 is what? 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. This is identity matrix, and suppose we are having determinant of A is equal to 5, so your value will be 5 times this. Okay, we will do one question based on it, then it will be more and more clear to you. Okay? Then next property is what? Adjoint of A is equal to determinant of A to the power of what it is? Determinant of adjoint of A is equal to determinant of A to the power of n minus 1. What does it mean? It means that if you are having adjoint of A is a matrices, adjoint of A is what? A matrices. If you will find the determinant of that matrices, that will be equal to determinant of that particular matrices to the power of n minus 1, where n is what? The order of matrices. N is what? The order of matrices. Yeah. This is very important because using this property every year, 1 mark question, every year it comes. Yeah. Then this is again very important. Adjoint of A transpose is equal to adjoint of A whole transpose. As we know that A transpose, yeah, what it is written? Adjoint of A transpose. If we are having a matrices A and we first take out the transpose and then we take out the adjoint, that will be equal to what? Adjoint of A whole transpose. Clear? Is that clear? Now, actually, we are running short of time. If I will start with the questions, we won't be able to complete it. Clear? So, we'll revise what we have studied today. We have studied minors, cofactors, adjoint of a matrices, and the properties of these three properties. This first property will take an example and do next time. And this I told you, 1 mark question every year comes. This is also very important. You can do it by yourself. You can take a matrix, any matrices, 2 by 2, 3 by 3 matrices, A matrices, and you can find the adjoint of it. Then you can take adjoint of A transpose, and then you can calculate adjoint of A whole transpose. Both the things, you can take LHS and RHS separately, and you can get the result correct. Yeah. So these properties we have studied. So in determinants, you have done till exercise 3.4. Please complete till exercise 3.4, because the fourth exercise is totally based on fourth exercise of yours is totally based on minors and cofactors. And now you already know how to calculate minors and cofactors. If you know minors, cofactors become very easy. Clear? So I wish you must have got each and everything, because there is no problem. No one is asking anything. So if you have any problem, please ask. Otherwise, we have done till exercise 3.4, and tomorrow we'll start with some examples of adjoint, so that you can start with exercise 3.5, which is based on how to find adjoint and inverse. So I will explain you after taking an example of adjoint. I will explain you how to find inverse. Now in this question, which we'll do tomorrow, we'll prove this property. Which property it is? A into adjoint of A is equal to adjoint of A into A, which is equal to determinant of A into I to the power of n. Is that clear? So please do each and every question. Chapter 3 we have completed, chapter 4 we have completed. Almost we are going to the completion of it. Okay, we have done 4 exercises of chapter 4. So please, it's time right now. You do each and every question in the notebook, so that afterwards you should not face any problem. Because if you will think if you will do it later on, then you will have more of work to do. And in maths, it's compulsory that you practice a lot daily. Okay. Thank you, class.